This week's open-source AI drops are game changers. We have a crazy fast streaming video editor hitting nearly 13 frames per second that finally fixes the absolute nightmare of tracking multi-person edits. Next, we're breaking down a new world model that uses persistent memory to track 3D camera trajectories, meaning objects can leave the frame completely and look identical when they return. And we've got a flawless hair and alpha matting tool that cleans up clunky masks without eating up your local VRAM. Let's get right in. First up, we have an amazing AI tool called LiveEdit. Just like the name implies, this is a newly released framework designed specifically for real-time live streaming video editing. Unlike offline AI video generators where you have to upload a clip and wait long for a result, LiveEdit processes and manipulates video chunk by chunk as it streams, operating at an incredibly fast 12.66 frames per second. It essentially allows you to change specific elements inside a video in real time without messing up the original motion, background, or identity of the subjects. Let me show you exactly what this looks like in action. Check out this first example. On the left side of your screen is our source video of a girl holding a brownish cat, and the prompt is simply to change the cat fur to snowy white with blue eyes. On the right, you can see the output, and it is flawless. The cat is now completely white with bright blue eyes, but notice how the girl, her hands, and the entire background remain completely untouched. The temporal consistency here is solid. Similarly, look at this forest scene. They prompted it to replace the dappled sunlight with lavender beams. The model instantly swaps the natural sunlight for this moody purple lighting, while keeping the trees and leaves perfectly stable. It also handles photorealism and physics surprisingly well. Take a look at this close-up of a woman. They asked it to add a stationary white face mask, and it overlays it so naturally that it looks like it was actually shot that way on camera. Then there's this shot of a black ladle pouring liquid onto a plate. They told it to transform the ladle into an engraved gold one. It seamlessly swaps the material to shiny gold, preserving the engraved texture and the exact physics of the pouring liquid without distorting the glass or the background. There's also a great landscape example where it completely transforms a daytime shot of sky into a stunning deep indigo and magenta Milky Way night sky, all while keeping the ground elements perfectly anchored. One of the most impressive things about LiveEdit is how aggressively it preserves human identity and isolates targets. Look at this shot of a little girl lying down. The prompt changes her green sweater to bright yellow. Her face, her hair, and the background do not warp or flicker at all. Only the sweater changes. Here's a quick clip of some regular donuts, and with a simple prompt, it flips them into this crazy metallic silver and purple texture. It does the exact same thing with this red fruit, seamlessly shifting the color to a deep purple while keeping the actual lighting and surface texture looking natural. But where this model really flexes its muscles is in multi-character scenes. Check out this shot with 3 people. The prompt asks to change just the plaid shirt into a holographic effect. The model actually understands the context, isolates the exact person wearing plaid, and applies this wild holographic effect while completely ignoring the other 2 individuals. Their clothes, their faces, and the background do not shift at all. We see that same level of precise targeting in this next clip featuring 3 more people. We tell it to change the white blouse to a deep violet. It instantly finds the specific garment in the frame and swaps the color flawlessly. If you look closely at their faces and expressions, the identities are perfectly locked in. There's absolutely no morphing or weird warping happening to the characters themselves, which is usually exactly where these types of editing models completely fall apart. When you look at the comparisons against other leading open-source editing models like LucyEdit or Stream V2V, the difference is night and day. In the cat and lavender examples, you can see that the other models completely fail. They either scramble the image, lose the identity of the subject, or just outright ignore the prompt. LiveEdit is the only one in the benchmark that perfectly executed the prompt while keeping the rest of the video intact, doing it all with an ultra-low latency of just 79 milliseconds per frame. So how does it actually pull this off so fast? Under the hood, LiveEdit is actually built on top of the WAN 2.1 text-to-video 1.3 billion parameter model. To hit those real-time speeds, the researchers engineered a brilliant 3-stage distillation pipeline. Essentially, the original base model needs about 100 inference steps to make a good edit, which is way too slow for live video. This pipeline progressively trains a smaller, hyper-efficient model to mimic the big one, eventually compressing those 100 steps down to just 4 steps without losing visual quality. On top of that, they introduced something called an AR-oriented mask cache. In simple terms, the AI remembers the parts of the video that don't need to be edited, like the background or a person's face, and reuses that computational data frame after frame instead of calculating it from scratch. This selective processing is the secret sauce that makes the streaming speed possible. If you want to play around with this yourself, the code, model weights, and checkpoints have all been officially released on GitHub under an open Apache 2.0 license, meaning you can even use it commercially. The LiveEdit checkpoints are around 6 gigabytes and come in a couple of variants like AR diffusion and AR forcing, but keep in mind you'll also need to download that WAN 2.1 base model to get it running. You should be able to run this smoothly on a local machine with 24 gigabytes of VRAM. I'll drop the links to the GitHub repo and the project page down in the description so you can go dive in and experiment with these live edits. Next up, we have a really fascinating new release called World Director. At first glance, it might look like just another video world model, but it introduces something called persistent dynamic memory, which completely changes how it handles physical space. Instead of just generating video frame by frame and hoping the physics look right, this framework actually builds a controllable world simulator that understands true 3D trajectories. Let me break down why that's such a massive deal for camera control and object permanence. Check out this first example. On the left side of your screen, you can actually see a 3D trajectory map before any video is even generated. You get to dictate the exact camera angle, how it moves, and the specific paths of your subjects. On the right, you see the final video based on that exact spatial plan. We have the camera moving forward and panning left, while a female character walks along her path and a car drives through the scene. But here's the crazy part. Both the character and the car eventually move completely out of the frame. In most other video models, if an object leaves the frame, the model immediately forgets what it looks like. But when the camera pans back and they re-enter the shot, it's the exact same woman and the exact same car. The model completely preserves their visual identities even after prolonged out-of-view intervals. Here's another perfect example showing off that object permanence. You can see the red box representing a truck following its designated 3D trajectory. The camera moves with it. The truck stops, and then the camera deliberately pans away to look at a completely different part of the environment. The truck is now totally out of frame. But when the camera pans back to that original location, the truck is sitting there perfectly stationary exactly where it parked, and then it suddenly starts moving again right on cue. We see the exact same consistency in this other clip with a 3D character and a burning fire. The character walks along the path, steps entirely out of frame, and when the camera catches up to him later in the timeline, his identity and clothing are flawlessly preserved. So how is it actually pulling this off? The underlying technology is pretty genius. Unlike existing world models that entangle the physical movement with the actual pixel rendering, this framework completely decouples them. It basically uses a large language model as a central orchestrator to plot out 3D bounding boxes and camera movements first. Once that spatial plan is locked in, it projects those 3D paths into 2D sequences and feeds them to the generative model as strict location conditions. Because the motion planning is handled separately from the video synthesis, the model inherently understands where objects are supposed to be, even when you can't currently see them on screen. When you look at the benchmark comparisons from their paper against other heavy hitters like Hunwon World, Hydra, Infinite World, Lingbot World, and Yume 1.5, it's not even a contest. The other models struggle heavily to follow complex camera instructions. They either completely ignore the path, the subjects freeze up, or they hallucinate and morph into something completely different. World Director is the only model right now that strictly obeys the user-defined trajectory while maintaining that rigorous physical logic and dynamic memory. If you want to test this out, they just released the code and the model weights over on their GitHub repo. This is their 14 billion parameter version running at 480p resolution, and the weights are also live on Hugging Face. The GitHub page has all the instructions you need to get this running on your own hardware. As always, I'm going to drop all the links right down in the description so you can dive in and experiment with these 3D trajectories yourself. Next up, we're looking at a game changer for background removal and segmentation called SAM2 matting. If you have used Segment Anything 2, you know the masks are generally incredible, but they still struggle heavily with those frustrating micro details like loose hair, motion blur, or semi-transparent edges. This new tool is built directly on top of the SAM architecture to solve that exact problem, automatically refining those harsh, chunky segmentation masks into flawless professional-grade alpha mats for both images and video. To really see the difference, check out this first example of a girl with blowing hair. If you run this through standard SAM2, the mask comes out pretty clunky, leaving all these noticeable background artifacts trapped between the individual hair strands. But when we pass it through SAM2 matting, the result is night and day. It expertly isolates every single wisp of hair, stripping out the background with insane clarity. We see the exact same massive leap in quality in this second clip, where the standard mask just cannot handle the transparency of the blowing hair, but SAM2 matting leaves a perfectly clean cutout. It even cleans up complex animated sequences. In this animation example, normal segmentation leaves these ugly black outlines around the characters, but this tool completely wipes them out for a perfectly clean alpha channel. They also have this really cool interactive demo where you can see its precise selection logic. You can simply click on the character and the ball on the beach to instantly isolate both and drop the background. But if you just type the text prompt person, the model is smart enough to ignore the ball and only mat the actual human subject. So how is it getting results this clean? It relies on what they call a decoupled tracker to matting framework. Basically, it splits the workload in half. It uses a foundational vision tracker like SAM2 or SAM3 to handle the high-level temporal consistency, so the mask does not flicker or lose tracking as the video plays. Meanwhile, a dedicated region of interest detector specifically hunts down the tricky areas with fine details or transparency. It then passes those specific spots to a separate alpha predictor that handles the low-level pixel crunching. Because it is splitting the job, it runs extremely fast while completely crushing the competition. If you look at their benchmark scores, this framework just hits state-of-the-art performance for both image and video matting. What's actually crazy is that it achieves these video matting results in a strictly zero-shot manner, meaning the matting components were only trained on still images, but can generalize perfectly to complex video tracking. If you want to integrate this into your own workflow, the research team just open-sourced the code over on their GitHub repository. They've provided all the installation instructions you need to get it running locally. The weights are currently live on Hugging Face, and they actually uploaded 3 different variants tailored for SAM 2.1 Tiny, SAM 2.1 Base Plus, and SAM 3. The best part is that these checkpoints are incredibly lightweight. The combined size for all 3 is only about 4.11 gigabytes, with the SAM 3 variant being the largest at 3.5 gigs, meaning this is going to add virtually zero overhead to your local VRAM. I'll have the project page and repository links waiting for you down in the description so you can grab the weights and test it out yourself. That wraps up some of the most interesting open source drops for this week. If this breakdown helped you out, hit that like button, drop a comment below on which tool you like the most, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.